My greetings to all table tennis lovers. In this video we are going to review an interesting blade by YINHE, 970XX Kevlar Carbon. As the saying goes, at least there are not 3 eggs. What are your first impression of this blade with rubbers? What may you say about handle, blade's weight? My first impression is positive. The handle is comfortable. It's not heavy. The weight is comfortable. The blade is pleasant yellow. As I always say, design matters. Sergey, what rubber are we going to put on? Traditionally, Big Dipper forehand 38 degrees and Tip Har Evolution MXP backhand. So we'll see how it plays with hybrids and with Euro tensors. So let's start with drives and top spins. Sergey will tell us his first impression. By the way, look at this box, luxury one, and the box weighs more than the blade itself. So let's start. So what is your first impression? Let's start with Big Dipper. What may you say? What kind of the blade is it? Is slow or fast? The blade is obviously fast. It's off plus or off double plus, like 2 axes. Big Dipper is great in it. Maybe they created to play with them together. It's the most powerful kind of the blades. So hard Chinese rubbers and hybrids etc. will be good on this blade. As such rubbers have low speed and very powerful spin. The blade adds power to the rubbers. So the combination is good. What about backhand? There is catapult effect backhand. It's very fast and requires technical skills. Actually, you want to play with this blade powerfully and with pauses. Then just to play fast near the table. You can do banana, loop against rising ball etc. Now we are going to try spins. Under spins, top spins, and Sergey will share his thoughts. So what may you say about my spins? They were powerful. Was it hard for you to serve, because you seemed to kill the ball? Yeah, I laid it on real power and wanted to loop with all the strength, but I made a few mistakes. But in general, if you walk the ball, it's easy to loop forehand powerfully. As for backhand, I just can't play so powerfully. The stability is good. Backhand was quite good, yeah. Backhand was more stable, right? Because balls were not so powerful. Okay, let's now play in diagonal. For you to serve forehand Okay, let's now play in diagonal. For you to serve forehand and backhand to deepen the power. Let's see. Sergey, how was it to control powerful topspin? Did the ball fall? What is an inside look? It's interesting to say. I feel more control when playing powerful topspin than when trying to play slightly on the table. Interesting. When you play with all the strength, you feel the ball, its direction. Okay, let's check it in the topspins. As hybrids and hard Chinese rubbers are created for counter top spins, so I am going to loop, and Sergey will counter loop. Let's see. So what? Well, counter attacks and counter spins are key moves of this blade. It's very comfortable to counter loop forehand, forward and at diagonal, backhand near the table, and to smash near the table with a short move. So this blade will suit players who prefer looping with all the strength, powerfully forehand and backhand. It's a good choice. What may I add? Let's put on pips. It's interesting to see. As there is a world-class blade, I want to put on pips, as many table tennis lovers play with pips in on the one side, and with pips out on the other. So it's interesting to try pips out. whether the blade adds spin to the pips or adds catapult effect. We are going to put on the red pips Uranus Poly. It's classical soft pips for counterattacks, and Pluto Euro, disruptive medium pips, backhand. So I will play some moves, placement, drives, etc. and will share my thoughts. It's interesting to see. And we agreed with Sergey. As soon as he receives certificate of mastery, he will put on pips backhand to move further. So what about pips? They are powerful, but the blade is hard. In my honest opinion, you may agree with me. I'd rather say it's hard blade. Just imagine combination. Hard, powerful blade with catapult effect, so it's pleasant to play with pips. Also it adds a bit of spin. So you may put on some disruptive pips, with varied effects, and blade adds control. So you may play short and counter-attack. As for forehand, you may loop and counter-loop. Or otherwise, like Matthias Falk did. Forehand pips, they will be good on this blade. Just play top spin and then play no spin counter-attack and flake. Or play modern tennis technique moves backhand. So think about pips, Sergey. I will, but now let's conclude. Sergey, the first question. Will this blade suit girls? Yes, and not because of the handle I like decollete. We will speak about this other time, but because of the game characteristics. What characteristics? First of all, comfortable handle. What else? Secondly, it's quite all round. It'll suit players who like to serve powerfully in the middle zone, who play near the table. Yes, as the speed is high. But I'd recommend this blade to those who like playing with the pauses. Not in the middle zone, but with pauses and heavily. Maybe I played with pips and I liked it on the whole. Jump off is good, as I said. Short pips are better on this blade to my mind, but you may easily play with it near the table, as the speed is high and you should do only short moves against the rising ball. With both pips and pips in you may play a speed game. So it's for players who play fast not only due to technique, but also due to smash, blocks, etc. I think this blade was created for hybrids and looping. What may you add about loops, top spins? Yeah, this blade with Big Dipper played really well. I think YINHE aimed at its own rubbers. You're a detective. And Big Dipper is good for hand. We've tried aerolite carbon and double carbon, so what may you say about Kevlar? Did you feel it? Because when I played with pips, Kevlar meant for me catapult. I can find words or pronounce sounds. What does Kevlar mean to you? Kevlar is a bit aside. If to compare to aerolite and double carbon. You mean 970 double XC? Yeah, they are quite similar. They are soft, sensitive and accurate. And Kevlar carbon is power, strong sound. I'd rather say, the power of the wood chopper. Okay, that's all, dear table tennis lovers. May the wood chopper doesn't meet you in the forest. We are Sergey Baranovsky and Maxim Cherepnin. See you.